Hello everyone. Today I have climbed another hill for you all. We are at the top of Calton Hill. So just in case you don't know, Edinburgh is built on top of 7 hills. Those 7 hills are Calton Hill, the one we're on right now, Arthur's Seat, which we've never been up yet, or at least not in video, we will at some point. Castle Rock, the top of Edinburgh Castle, Carstorphine Hill, which is actually where Edinburgh Zoo is, Braid Hills, Blackford Hills and Craig Lockhart Hill. So that is the 7 hills of Edinburgh, and every time you come up you get a spectacular view, but actually there's a lot to see up the top of this one. As opposed to Arthur's Seat, you're going up there, you know, to climb Arthur's Seat and see the view, but up here there's actually a few different things you can see, starting with that right there. So what you're looking at just now is the Acropolis. Now that is actually an unfinished monument. It might look lovely and spectacular, and from, you know, when you're driving into Edinburgh wandering about, you look up, it is lovely to look at, but it's not finished. You see, actually the idea of it started in 1816, which was a year after the Napoleonic War. And it was kind of meant as a memorial to, you know, all the people that had died in the Napoleonic War. And it was supposed to be a replica of the Parthenons in Rome, because after all, Edinburgh is nicknamed the Athens of the North. So they started building it at about 1822, but they very quickly ran out of money, so they stopped. And now it just sits there since probably about what, 1823, 1824, I guess, unfinished. And it will never be finished. They spoke about over the almost 200 years since it was started to being built, you know, should we finish it? Now it never will, you know, it's just one of these parts of Edinburgh history. And actually, not long after they stopped building it, it actually got the nickname Edinburgh's Shame, because it's a beautiful big structure that's not finished. However, you can see loads of people love to come up and get their picture on it because it's beautiful. Even unfinished, it's lovely. Over here is the Nelson Monument. So, right next to it, like I said, we have the Nelson Monument. Now the Nelson Monument, that was built 1807, well, started in 1807 and finished in 1816 for Mr. Admiral Horatio, I think? Horatio, if that's popping into my head for some reason. Horatio Nelson, who died at the Battle of Trafalgar. Look at the view over there. Now that's looking out over Leith, over the Firth of Forth, and right in front of us right now, kind of where that big yellow thing is there, that's the docks down there. So not long after they built the monument, they realised that they could see it from down there where the ships are. So they thought, let's give the captains some signals so they can get the time. So hopefully you can see the white cross at the top there. They realised that it's a good signal for the ships down there, and they added a ball across to the top. So at 1 o'clock the ball would drop, and then the captains down there would notice that the ball had dropped, and they would go, right, 1 o'clock. They would look for it. 1 o'clock, that's the time. About 7 years after starting that, for those of you paying attention, I'm telling you that there was a signal at 1 o'clock. Edinburgh Castle, which you can see over there, decided to coincide with this and start the 1 o'clock gun. The gun will fire from Edinburgh Castle, the ball will drop at the same time, and then the captains down at Leith will know that it's 1 o'clock. You probably won't be able to make it out, but over there is South Queensferry, and that's where the Forth Bridge and the new Queensferry Crossing Bridge and the Forth Road Bridge are, the triplets as I like to call them. We will go out there and visit the bridges at some point. There was a nice comment from a gentleman in Auckland who asked if we could head out that way, so we shall at some point. It's getting quite difficult to film some of this because the wind, it's not massively strong, but you know, it's probably quite loud on the camera. I've nipped over to the other side of Calton Hill, which doesn't take long, about 30 seconds. It's not a big hill, but because you get a great view of Arthur's Seat from this side. So you can see it really is incredible views you get up here just over there. You can't see it, but behind there is Holyrood Palace, which is, like I said before, the residence of the Queen when they stay here. And that thing down there, that's Dynamic Earth. That's Earth Science tourist attraction. That's why you come up here, for the view of that. There's actually a timeline of the landscape they've got here, which, having a little read, it's really interesting. I mean, I knew a lot of it, but some of it I didn't know. Like the first settlers way back in 1000 BC on this sort of site at Arthur's Seat and Holyrood Palace and Castle Rock, right up to 2004 when the Scottish Parliament was built. Look at the view. Look at that. That's looking down Princes Street, the main sort of thoroughfare street of Edinburgh. Castle there, that's the Royal Mile, going all the way down there, leading down towards Holyrood Palace. So right now, up here, there is a building site of an old building. Now that there is the old observatory. However, now it is in the process of getting turned into an art gallery. And then randomly up the top here as well, we have a Portuguese cannon, because you know, everyone likes a cannon. This is the Douglas Stewart monument. Douglas Stewart was a writer and a philosopher. And I'm going to try to do this whilst climbing a little steep bit here. Whenever you see pictures of Edinburgh, proper professional pictures of Edinburgh, or the iconic images, one of them is from here, from Calton Hill. Probably roughly where I'm going to stand, and you'll see why in a second. Because of this view here, where you get the monument and the castle. It's a bit difficult, it's a bit busy over here where the great view is right now, so I'll try to get there in a second, but the monument, the castle, the Balmoral Hotel there, the clock. See if I can get a better view over here. This bush is in the way, how rude. Lots of other things that go on here throughout the year. At Hogmanay, which, in case you don't know what Hogmanay is, that's the New Year celebration here in Scotland. Hogmanay, Edinburgh's famous for its Hogmanay party, best New Year party in the world. But leading up to it, there's a torchlight procession that walks through Edinburgh and then finishes up on here with a massive bonfire. And that's about it for the day, guys. If you ever fancy coming up Calton Hill, there's actually quite a few ways up. There's quite a few paths from either side of it. Neither of them are really incredibly steep, so if you take your time, it's actually not too difficult to get up here and you get the benefits of the great views. But, till next time, bye humans.